Hello, everybody. I'm here. I'm back. Hello, everyone. Let me know in the chat. Can you hear me? Can you hear my voice and see me? Can you hear my piano? Hello, everyone. It's so great to be back with you all. I've missed you. I've missed you all. Let's see who we got here. Hey, Sherry. Hello. Hello, Lynn, to you in the UK. Thank you for staying up late. I know it's late for you. Let's see. Hello. Oh, Calgary, Canada. Hello. Excellent. All. Thank you for joining. Marianne, welcome to your first live. Yes, we do the lives usually each week. The Tuesday nights are sort of the live sessions. I know I've had to miss last week, which wasn't, that was part of Christmas. And then I had to cancel one because I was sick. It's been a crazy month. I have been sick 3 times this December. I feel like this whole month of December, I've been telling you all like, hey, so sorry I'm sick. So sorry I'm sick. It's weird. I had a wonderful Christmas with family and friends, but I had a horrible sinus cold infection. And then I had a really bad skin allergy reaction to something. And then I got food poisoning. Like, what? But thank you all for sending me so many lovely get well wishes. Really appreciate that. I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm definitely feeling a lot more human. So I was so happy that I woke up feeling okay enough to do a live for you all, because we need to end 2025 together. We need to wrap up. 2025 has been such an incredible year for me and for launching this channel, and I want to spend it with you all. And I've got some fun stuff for you this evening, so I thank you for joining me. Let me see who else is in here in the comments. Hello in Boston. We got Southwest Florida and Northwest Ohio. Excellent. We got Ontario in the house. Oh, thank you, Danny. Yes, thank you. I'm feeling much better. Yes, Barbara. It's not fun. Have any of you ever had food poisoning? Let me know in the comments. Not fun. This was my first time ever having that, and boy, I would like to never have it again. It was not fun. Thank you. Oh, hello to Las Vegas. Excellent. I'm glad you all can hear me. We got several people in Canada. Love it. Hello, Massachusetts. We got New Jersey. We got Texas. We got Cape Cod. Oh, love it. Yes, it is very nasty stuff. We got New Jersey. We have Dallas. Excellent. Hello to UK. Hello in Virginia. Thank you all so much for joining. Let me also go ahead and bring up on the screen what today is going to look like. So, we are going to have a couple of things. So, we're going to have 2 members songs dedications this evening, which when we get to it, I'll explain again what that is if you don't know what that is. Plus, I'm going to talk to you about 2025 reflections about this channel, some insights into 2026. I'm going to end you this evening with an ending piano performance dedicated just for you all here to wrap up the evening. And I also want to hear from you. Let me know, did you have a nice holiday? Where did you travel to? Did you do any Christmas or holiday festivities? And do you have any New Year's resolutions? All right, because this is all about ending a year and starting a new year. All right, so I'd love to hear it. Okay. Hey, Scarlett in UK. Hey, Carol in Wisconsin. Excellent. We have so many states and cities. I love it. Hey, Arena in Chicago. Excellent. Love it. Hey, Don. Thank you so much. Love having you back. Don's in Georgia. So, first off, let's launch off with a song, right? We're a piano channel, so let's have a piano song. So the members dedications, this is something that I started about 5-6 weeks ago, and it'll be ongoing. So if you're a member, which if you're not, let me tell you really fast what membership means. I know several of you are, but below any of my videos, if you see a big black button beneath the video and it says join, when you click that, it shows you options where if you want to join as a member, you totally don't have to, but if you want to join as a member, you get different levels. But basically what it means is you pay a small monthly fee. Like the lowest one is just like a few dollars, but members each month get access to stuff that's just for them, which is there's tons of exclusive members only videos. We do breakdowns of popular songs, pop songs, songs from movies, holiday songs, bunch of stuff. I give them downloadable lead sheets, and another way to show gratitude and my love to the members for helping to support the channel, because every single penny from the memberships helps to support and produce the channel. So another way to give back, besides all that other perks I give, is I have members fill out a form for me, a chart that tells me like, just give me all of your favorite songs. And basically each week I have a website that I just throw in names, and it's like a lottery system. And so each week I will pull out one or two members names, and I'll choose one of the songs that they listed as one of their favorite songs, and I'll play it for them and dedicate it to them. It'll usually be during the live sessions, so I'll usually do one or two. So it's another way to get to show love to members. And if you want to join, anytime you join as a member, you instantly get access to all of the videos and all the lead sheets, and you can fill out the chart. So we're going to kick off with our first members dedication video. So this one, let me look. This one, the first lottery winner for this week was Jerry. And so one of Jerry's favorite songs is Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again from the Broadway musical Phantom of the Opera. What I also love about this is I've gone through the chart that members have filled out. You all have such eclectic and beautiful array of taste, which I love. We have jazz and Broadway and rock and church hymns and Christmas songs and folk songs and international tunes and blues and pop. Like, I love it. There's so much cool stuff. So it's always fun to just see what lottery comes up. So here is our first member song dedication. All right, so I will play Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again from Phantom of the Opera. Again, the way I play all these songs, I'm using the same tips and tricks and tactics that I teach in my YouTube videos and in my lessons and in my piano course. And it's me walking my talk. And it's fun because I kind of improvise it live for you all in real time. So I don't rehearse them. I like to just kind of improvise it in real time to just see what comes out of my brain. So you can see music sort of living in real time. All right. So that to say, nothing's ever going to be perfect, but it's fun to just sort of improvise for you all. Okay. So Jerry, if you are here listening, if not, I hope you watch the live playback, but this is for Jerry. All right, Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again from Phantom of the Opera. And let me know in the comments, do you know this song? Okay, I'm going to mute my mic so you don't hear the mic echo as I play, and then I'll check back in with you all after the song. All right, here we go. And that was for Jerry. So thank you, Jerry, so much for being a member and supporter of the channel. I hope you enjoyed your one of your favorite songs. Wishing you were somehow here again from Phantom of the Opera. So let me know in the comments. Does anyone know that song? It's a beautiful song from Phantom. Let me check back in here with the comments. Hope you all enjoyed that. Oh, Scarlett says, love the song. Great. Yeah, there's so many songs from Phantom of the Opera that are beautiful. Absolutely. I could do a whole live session on just Phantom of the Opera. Nina wasn't familiar with it, but sounds incredible. Thank you. Yes, gorgeous, gorgeous song. I love it, love it. Excellent. Oh, thank you all so much for the lovely compliments. Oh, thank you all. Thank you. And remember, if you'd like to be part of this, if you join as a member, you get in the lottery every single week. And also, if you're a member, as FYI, you don't have to fill it out each week too. Once you're on the chart, you're on it. But if you think of more songs that you were like, oh, I should have added that song too, you can add as many songs as you want. You can refill out the chart again as well. You can keep filling it out. It's all year long. All right, so it's a fun way to do it. So that was one. We'll have a second one later on, and the second one's fun because it's totally opposite. It's a big, upbeat, fast rock song, so that'll be fun. Okay, so next on the list, my New Year's sale. I'm so excited to announce, and I announced it if you were on my email chain earlier, earlier this week, that Black Friday back in November, I was able to afford to do a really nice Black Friday sale discount on my online piano course. And I got so much incredible feedback for it, and people asked if I would ever do it again. So I figured out how to work it out, and I'm able to do it for New Year's as well. So the sale is going to open tomorrow, all right? And you'll get an email that says, hey, it's live, and it'll go through Sunday. So if you've been thinking about ordering my piano course, which my piano course is called Basic to Beautiful, it's self-guided and online, and it goes from like literally the very beginning fundamental levels of piano up through more intermediate and even some advanced stuff, and how to play with beauty and creativity and confidence and all of that fun stuff. So if you've been thinking about wanting to do that course for a while, this is the time to do it if you haven't gotten it yet, because you'll get it at a really nice discount. It's the cheapest I can offer it. So my New Year's Eve sale on my course, it'll open tomorrow, it'll launch tomorrow, and it'll be through Sunday. Plus, always remember, the course comes with a 7-day free money-back guarantee, because I want to give you that trial period. So if you're like, well, I'm not sure if the course is right for me, go ahead and get it. And then if you try it and it ends up not being for you, all you have to do is just email me and say, hey, Matt, it wasn't right for me. Can I get a refund? No questions asked. I'll process a full refund that day. All right. I'm not here to steal your money. All right. So no risk. So 7-day money back guarantee. So that will be open starting tomorrow. So if you've been thinking about the course, you can be on the lookout for that. Really excited. And I've had so many just overwhelmingly beautiful messages from people who have gone through the course telling me how much they love it and how much they're feeling like they're growing as a piano player. So that truly means the world to me. So I think you will love it as well. So you can be on the lookout for that. If you would like to order the course, you'll be able to get it at a much cheaper price starting tomorrow for Wednesday through Sunday. All right. So that was a little housekeeping stuff. Okay. 2025 reflection. All right. First off, here's what I want you all to do. So put in the chats. I don't want you to have to say anything personal, but put in the chat a number 1 through 10. Tell me just sort of how your 2025 was. Let's say that 10 is kind of, the best, like this was the greatest year ever. 1 being, it was a really difficult year. I think it's good for us to share as a piano community and bond as we build this piano community, because that's what I'm loving the most. That's why these weekly lives are my favorite things ever, because we are building a community and I want us to be able to celebrate each other and support each other. So put in the chat, all right? You don't have to say anything if it was good or bad, but give us a number, right? If I was to give a number, I would say, I'd say 8, right? It was a good year. Really nice year for me, all right? But put in the number. I'd love to hear from you all, whether it was good or bad. If you had a great year, I hope 2026, you get to hit that bar again. If it was a rough year for you, I hope and pray that 2026 gets to be a much higher number for you, all right? So let me see. All right, I see some 8s. I see a 5. I see a 2. Oh, I'm sorry. I see a 5, a 7, a 1. Oh, I'm sorry. A for me, some challenges, but overall a good one. Yeah. Thank you all for sharing. I really appreciate it. Yes, I see the numbers scrolling in. I love it. For real, this is how we build community. All right, we're here to support each other. I want this community to be a place of love and encouragement and support and bonding. All right. Sherry says it went by way too fast. It did go by really fast. 2025 went by really fast. So as you all put those numbers in, let me share some 2025 reflections with you all, because 2025 was a big year for this channel because it started in 2025. I launched this channel in 2025. So I have some interesting stats here for you all because you all helped build this channel with me. First off, the first thing I ever did on my channel was on April 17th. That's when I launched the channel. April 17th of this year. So that means we have been around what? So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So almost 9 months. That's phenomenal. I remember the day that I started the channel. I remember thinking like, I don't know if this is going to be anything. You know, I hope a few people like it and watch it. You know, because most of my career has been in person, right? As a professor and piano player and teacher and studio person and whatnot, you know, I'm very much an in-person career. But I've always wanted to have this where I got to expand into the virtual world and connect with people all over the world and all over the country. And so I was like, well, I'll just, you know, let me just try it. If it doesn't work, I'll shut it down after a few weeks. And it has been life-changing, and I've been blown away by just the success of this channel. So let me show you some statistics. So since April 17th, when I launched it, so a little under 9 months ago, I've posted 181 videos, which is wow. Like, that's a lot of videos, right? But I love them. I love making the videos for you all. This is staggering to me. We have reached over 21,400 channel subscribers. I would have been thrilled beyond belief if by this time I had reached 1,000 subscribers. Like, for real. I would have never thought I would have had, you know, over 21,000 subscribers by this point in less than 9 months. That's phenomenal. And that's so heartwarming and touches my soul, for real. We have over 130 channel members at this point, which is phenomenal because, again, that's what's helping to support and produce the channel. We've had nearly 800,000 video views, 800,000, almost 1 million, and over 65,000 hours of watch time. That is like mind-blowing. So just since the channel launched half a year ago, right? 800,000 video views and 65,000 hours of watch time. That is crazy. That's crazy town, right? That's phenomenal. That's so cool. I think that is so awesome. And this channel has been watched consistently in 50 countries. 50. That's wild to me, right? I love that. And here are the top 10 countries that you all are from, that the viewers are from. So it's a lot, but here are the top 10. So it's United States, United Kingdom, Canada, India, Germany, Australia, Philippines, Netherlands, France, and Indonesia. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that awesome? So just some stats to kind of show you all just how incredible it is. Oh, and even emails. I've collected over 8,000 emails as well, which is phenomenal because all of those came from the different downloads that I give you all that I created for free for you all to have, like the Ultimate Intro Guide to Piano PDF and other stuff. So phenomenal, absolutely incredible. And I'm not saying any of this to like brag. I'm saying thank you. I never would have thought in a million years that in half a year my channel would have reached those numbers. And it truly is a blessing. It's life-changing. It's incredible. It makes me so excited for the future, for 2026, what we can build together. But you all have done that. You all have helped build this with me. So many of you have been with me from the beginning or have been with me for months and months at this point. And you've seen how I've evolved, how I've changed, how I'm growing the channel. It's also fun to go back and watch like old videos that I made early on of like, wow, I look so different, right? Like my setup is different, the lights are different, the topics are different, because I was like a newborn baby, just sort of figuring out, what do you all want to see? What kind of stuff do you want? What videos, do you want to see on YouTube? How can I help you as a piano teacher? So truly, from the bottom of my heart, this channel will be nothing without you all. And I don't just mean members, like all of you, everyone watching, anyone that clicks on a video, anyone that downloads my free PDF that I build for you, anyone that emails me, anyone that likes my videos and comments on them, all of you are building this incredible piano community together. And it's so inspiring, and it moves me so much, and it makes me so excited, and it reminds me why I love what I do. My whole life I wanted to dedicate myself to helping people discover the joy of music, because music changed my life. I really believe music changes people's lives. I believe it heals you, it saves you, it makes you a better person. I really believe that. I know that can sound kind of cheesy, but I truly believe that. So I've always known I wanted to dedicate my entire life to that. I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for the fame. I don't do it for whatever. I do it because I want people to have the joy and the connection with piano and music that I feel, and because I know how it brings value to my life. So I'm so glad you all are helping me build this. So thank you so much. So let me look here at some of the comments before we go on to the next thing. Yes, Cherry, you are an OG. Yes, many of you have been with me for quite a while, which I love. I really appreciate you all. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you all for the congratulations. Thank you, Charmaine. Thank you. So many congratulations. Will says, what country is the smallest watchers? Ooh, that's a good question. Like I said, there were 50 countries total. The bottom 10, if I remember correctly, because I saw a list from YouTube, a report they gave me. What was towards the bottom? I mean, they were all sort of tied for the bottom. I don't remember, honestly. There were a few. So Africa was on there. Different countries in Africa were on there several times. Some were really high on the list, and then some were towards the bottom of the list. So it was probably one of that. But that's phenomenal that it was like 50 different countries. Larry says, you built it and we are coming. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Nina says, you and your channel have blessed many, very grateful and appreciative. Oh, thank you, Nina. You all are blessings too. Matthew, we're all here for you, Matt. We appreciate what you're doing and very talented. It means a lot to us that you are thanking us when it should be us thanking you. Oh, thank you, Scarlett. No, trust me, I'm a big believer. Life is a two-way road and you don't walk it alone. And I wouldn't be anywhere here without you all, truly. Barry says, your outgoing and sincere personality might have helped. Oh, thank you. I try to be myself. I try to exude as much love and energy as I can. It's kind of tricky when it's just a little camera in front of you. It definitely took me a while to kind of get comfortable and used to it. I think you'll if you've been with me and watched like videos over 8-9 months, you'll probably see like an evolution of me getting more and more comfortable in front of the camera and sort of talking to you all as if you're right in front of me, because that's what I imagine. I imagine that all of you right now are like that I'm in a room with all of you and I'm just talking to you, right? So I sometimes have to keep reminding myself, like, look in the camera, Matt. Like, but I just want you all to always feel like you're hanging out with me in real life the way I would be. And I've said this before, but I really mean it. During the day, I'm a professor, and I kind of have to dress like a professor, and students call me Professor Hodge, and which is great, fine. I'm proud to be a professor. But for you all, I really want to just be Matt. Like, that's why I'm always showing up here in just a t-shirt and just my cap, and I'm just Matt, and I'm hanging out with you, and I'm your friend sitting right next to you at your piano with you and guiding you, because I really feel like that brings a psychology and a calmness and an excitement. I don't want to be Professor Hodge looking down on you and smacking your wrist if you hit a wrong note, which I don't do anyways. But I want it to feel like you're just learning from a friend, because I really feel like that makes a big difference. I never want piano to be scary. I want it to be exciting. Even when you're doing something hard, challenging doesn't have to mean terrifying. And so I always want you to feel like I'm here with you. I'm on your level. I'm your friend Matt, just sitting with you and enjoying a cup of cocoa and cheering you on at whatever level you're at. I don't care if you're an advanced level, conquering a complicated classical piece of music, or you're at a beginner level who just learned how to play Happy Birthday on the piano. It's all good. It's all great, and I'm cheering you on every step of the way. All right. Also, it's been fun too because I have quite a few caps that I wear, and at one point I was like, maybe I should switch up the caps. But the problem is some of my caps have like logos, and I get a little nervous with YouTube if you wear logos, because you can get into like copyright trademark stuff. But I also started to think of this as like my lucky hat. I have a lot of hats I wear in real life, but I would notice like, oh, this was always the one I wear in my YouTube videos. So now it's kind of become superstition. So now it's like, this is the hat I have to wear. This is my lucky YouTube hat. Like, this is my hat for you all. So I kind of feel like Frosty the Snowman. If I take this hat off, I'm going to just melt. It's not that all the magic is in the hat. All right. We got someone. You're Norwegian. Oh, and you love my videos. Thank you so much. You're watching from Denmark. Hello to you in Denmark. Excellent, excellent. Pat says, the folks here are absolutely right. It's your lovely personality. Oh, thank you. Plus your teaching methods and talents that keep us all attached like glue. That's so sweet. Thank you all so, so much. Thank you. All right, so let me go to now member song number 2. So we have a second member's dedication song. So we had Jerry from the beginning with Phantom. Now we have another one. So we have another fun one. So the second person who won the lottery for this week for the member's dedication is Carla. So Carla, I don't know if you're on here or not. Actually, I think you are. But Carla, you had Great Balls of Fire listed as one of your favorite songs. And Carla, that was my dad's one of his favorite songs. My dad sadly passed 3 years ago, but it was one of his favorite songs, and he used to have me play it for him a lot. So it kind of touched my heart when I saw it on your list as well. So Great Balls of Fire, this is a fun one. So this is an upbeat one. So sometimes it's fun to play, a lot of big energy. Not everything has to be slow and pretty. Don't worry, we'll get to something slow and pretty at the end, just like we had in the beginning. But Great Balls of Fire. All right, Carla, so this is for you. I think you are on here. Yep, awesome. All right, so let me make sure sound is working again. All right, Jerry Lee Lewis, here is some Great Balls of Fire for you. I'm going to mute my mic again. All right, so that's Great Balls of Fire. That's a fun one, right? Okay, that was for Carla and for my dad. So I hope you enjoyed that, Carla. That's fun. Again, you all had a really fun eclectic in the chart that I've created from the members charts that you all filled out with your favorite songs. It's so many different types of songs, which is fun, right? It can kind of get boring if we're always playing the same type of song over and over. So it's great to have a bunch of fun and have a lot of it. All right, so that was the second members song dedication. All right, again, if you ever want to get to partake in that, you can just click the join button and below. I think it's under this video as well, and you can see how to join as a member. And as soon as you join as a member, you get instant access to the whole library of members only videos and breakdowns to a ton of popular fun songs that you all request, downloadable lead sheets, and you get to fill out the chart and be put in the lottery system. All right, so I hope you all are enjoying these members dedications. They're a lot of fun to add to the lives, and it's another great way to give back to you all. Oh, Carla, you are in the house. Oh, hey, Judy. Carla, just wow, thank you. My face hurts from grinning. Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm glad I could give you that love back as a thank you for being a member. All right, thank you all. Okay, next, 2026 insights. So, what is this channel going to be in 2026? I'm excited. So, can you imagine if it was like, actually, I'm going to shut it down. So this is my last live. Bye. All right. I'm so excited to see if this is what we're doing just in the first half a year. This channel, baby channel, has been birthed. The sky's the limit for us. So 2026, all the stuff that you all have come to expect from me is still going to be there. I'm still going to have the pattern of each week. I'm going to have multiple public videos talking about a bunch of just random topics to help you all on your piano journey. I usually try to do 2 to 3 a week, just depends on my schedule. Plus each week in general, I'll have a members video. So members, you have a video coming on Saturday too. I can give you a heads up of what it is. The members video this week is Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which has been a very highly requested song from you all. So each week we'll have a members video. Each week we'll do a live. So of course, there may be some weeks that kind of the schedule may change, or if I get sick again for the 4th time. But in general, you can count on a normal week, a quote unquote normal week. We'll have 2 to 3 public videos, a members video, and a live session. So all of that stuff we've already established, and that'll keep going in 2026. Plus some new series and new things that I'm going to add as part of that content. So one is keep doing these members dedication songs. So again, as soon as you join as a member, you get to fill out that chart and be part of this. So that will be there. Plus you've seen in my emails, and several of you have already submitted, but I've been saying that I'm going to also launch something new in some of my content that I'm calling free mini piano lessons. And it's open to anyone. This isn't just for members. Anyone can submit. I will say if I get a lot of submissions, people who are members will get sort of higher priority, but anyone can submit. But what it is you record a video or an audio of you playing something on the piano. I do not care if you are beginner level, advanced level, if it's some incredible jazz song or it's Mary Had a Little Lamb. I do not care. But it's you playing something. You send it to me, and then I will either in a video or in a live session, what's going to happen is I'll play your video and your audio, and I will give guidance and critique and feedback and what I think you're doing great, what you should be proud of, what are my tips for you on how to improve it. It's sort of like getting a mini free piano review with me. So the instructions, the link, actually I think I have it. Do I have it in this description? If not, I'll put it in the email. I'll put it in the video description box after I shut the live. But you've been seeing them if you're on my email list, the link to the chart of how to fill it out and how to submit and sort of what it all looks like. So I'm really excited for this. This is another great way for me to have deeper interaction with you and get to offer you more free content. So it'll be a lot of fun. So I'm calling it free mini piano lessons. So it doesn't mean that you will get on with me face-to-face live, like the way our normal piano lessons are, but it means what you submit, I will then play and give fun feedback. I also, I promise that I will respect if you're kind of shy or you're a little discreet and you don't want your face or name out there on YouTube, completely fine. You don't have to put your face in the video. If you don't want me to say your first name, you will just put in the submission form just an initial, or like give me a fake name that I can say. We can do it in a way that if you're kind of shy and you'd like to participate, but you don't want your face or name out there, totally fine. We can still do it. Okay. So I'm really eager to do it. Some of you all have already, I've had a good number of submissions so far. So it's really fun and it'll be ongoing. So there's not a deadline, but it'll be kind of like the members video dedication. That'll just be kind of ongoing and it'll be part of content for you all. So I'm really excited for that. So the link, I don't think I put it in the video description for this live, but I will once I end the live. But if you're on my email chain, you've been seeing it. If you're not on my email chain, the way to get on my email chain is to download the free Ultimate Intro Guide to Piano. That link, because when you download that, the free booklet I've made for you all, which if you don't know, I made a booklet for you all called The Ultimate Intro Guide to Piano. It's totally free. It's over 35 pages long at this point, and I give tons of helpful information, colorful charts and diagrams and scales and key signatures and chords and piano charts and a bunch of stuff to help you on your piano journey. It's totally free. And when you download that link is in the video description below. When you download that, you instantly are put on my email list. So you'll know you're on my email list because I send out several emails a week. All right, so that's other exciting stuff coming in 2026. Plus, I'm also brainstorming different ideas of the courses, right? So I have my Basic to Beautiful course, kind of my flagship course. I'll be looking at different ways if I want to either kind of make a 2.0 version of that. Do I want to add stuff to that? Do I want to make a separate course that's over something else that you all would like a topic over? So I'm also looking at that. Do I want to just keep my one flagship course and just keep focusing on that one and building it and making it better? Do I want to build multiple courses for you all? Is that something you would like? So it'll be fun. And I'll have, as I'm creating ideas and content throughout 2026, I'll do what I've done in the past with you, where I'll make polls and surveys and I'll want you all to vote on things, right? I want you to know you're building this with me together. Again, like this is a two-way street. So I'm always wanting your all's feedback, your ideas. That's why I say, chat with me in the comment sections of every video. I read every comment. A lot of the ideas that I get from videos came from comments you all gave me. I'm always wanting you to know that I hear you, I listen, I see you, and I'm always wanting to improve the channel and make it what you all want it to be, because I'm here for you. I truly view myself as a public servant. I'm here to help your life, make your life better, and help you grow in piano in the ways you would like to. All right. Awesome. Let's see. Let me check back into the chat here. Carla, am I monetized yet? So I'll be transparent. I am. Monetization is a little weird. So what she's asking is, monetization means, do I get basically money from the ads on YouTube or from YouTube views? The answer is yes and no. It's complicated. When it comes to music, it's tricky because a lot of music is copyrighted, right? So when that enters the video or the world, then that complicates and muddies, and then no, I don't get monetized. So that's why sometimes I pick and choose, like in videos, when do I play a quote unquote real song, and when do I show you a technique that you can apply to a bunch of different songs. So it just kind of, it's a weird roller coaster. So I always call the monetization like an icing on the cake stuff. If I get money from it, great. If I don't, okay, that's just the reality. So the videos I really view as more of, that's how I'm building my audience and connecting with you all. And then my source of income, because I'm honest with you all, right? My main sources of income come from the piano lessons from you all, the piano course, memberships, helping to support the channel, because the memberships help outweigh monetization that I don't get from YouTube, because there's a lot of videos that have copyrighted music and I don't get money from it. So members is one way to help offset that. But I also try to keep membership as low as possible, because for those of you that do want to help support me and support the channel, I wanted to have different brackets, right? So I have piano lessons and the piano course, which are, higher cost. And then also have the monthly member, where you can just spend a couple of bucks to support the channel. But that also goes a long way when I can, get several of you all in there. So all different ways you can interact with me are great. And also, I never expect any of that, right? So You also are helping to support the channel just by watching my videos. Just watching the video and clicking like and leaving a comment. YouTube rewards all of that, and that also just helps grow the channel. Okay? So, thank you for asking that. I'm always transparent with you all. I'll always answer your questions when it comes to this channel. Because again, you're helping to build it. Carlos says, saving this video to your favorite playlist. Excellent. Good. And we'll see if you win again, right? If you get pulled in the lottery, that doesn't mean you can't ever get pulled again. So it's just sort of the fates. And you have to kind of watch. So if you are a member, I don't let you know ahead of time if your name gets pulled, because I kind of do it at the last minute, because that's also fun for me to just see like what song pops up, and I just have to try to do it quickly, kind of improvise it from my brain. So you won't know if you're picked until you watch. So I'm not going to give you a heads up. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a carrot on the stick. You have to watch to see if you got picked or not. Sherry said, a live Zoom for all of us to get together. Ooh, that's a nice idea. Touche, Sherry. I'm going to look into that. Maybe that's something I can do with, I can't do that with 20,000 people, but maybe the members, that's something I can also look at, doing like a once a month private Zoom session together where we can get together and just meet each other and chat and talk about music and maybe play something or show you something on the piano. That's a great idea, Sherry. Let me look at that. I know Zoom has some weird limitations of like numbers, because that's part of the cost of running this channel. I have to pay for the higher level of Zoom to be able to do different stuff with Zoom, because my piano lessons with you all who order piano lessons from me, I also use Zoom. But that's a great question. That might be another way to add some extra stuff for members as well, to do Zoom sessions together. I love that, Sherry. Thank you for that idea. See, some of this stuff I would not think of unless you genius people give me these ideas. Sherry says, lucky Q&A. Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful. Carla says, oh, you should be. Thank you. Have you earned a plaque yet? I wish. So apparently YouTube, you get your YouTube plaque that you get to like hang behind you when you reach 100,000 subscribers. So I'm still a little bit of ways from that. I mean, that'll be incredible when we hit that. Hopefully that'll happen. But I mean, to reach over 20,000, over 21,000 in half a year, phenomenal. So we'll see. That would be incredible. And when I get that plaque, you best believe we are going to have one heck of a party. We're going to have one heck of a live stream party when that happens. But we'll see. However long or fast that takes. The views. I mean, obviously it's wonderful and fun to celebrate the numbers. But at the end of the day, I don't view you all as numbers. You're people to me, and I celebrate when I get to have a beautiful connection with you all and help you with piano and have this excellent relationship with you all, right? That's why every time I make a video, I put my heart and soul into it, knowing, some videos I post go crazy and get thousands and thousands of views. Some videos I post get fine. Like they get, maybe a couple thousand or 1,000 views. Some videos I post and they bomb. And it's just, okay, that's just part of the YouTube algorithm. But I still put my heart and soul into everything. Just like I get so excited for the lives each week. I have no idea how many of you all show up. I still, I'll still honestly, because I just, I'm not good about having a lot of self-confidence, or, I'm not someone to ever brag or whatnot. I always think to myself 5 minutes before a live starts, I bet no one shows up tonight. I'm always surprised and moved that so many of you all show up each week, for real, because you all have lives, and the fact that you are willing to take time out of your lives to help me be a part of your life means so much to me. I never take you all for granted, ever. All right. Zoom is great because we can speak privately with someone. Yeah, absolutely. No, that was a terrific idea, Sherry. I'm absolutely going to look into that. If I can make that work, that'll definitely be something I can do with members as well. That'd be really fun to do once a month, just to have a get together. Because some of you have said, "Oh, it'd be so much fun to get to interact with each other and meet each other." The ones of us that really, are kind of really part of the MAT community, right? Those of you that have done the course and been with me from the beginning, or you take lessons, or you're a member. That's one of the reasons why I love the weekly lives, because this is how you all can also not just chat with me, but chat with each other. I want you all to feel like you're part of this family as well. We're all part of the Matt Hodge music family. But I love it. I love it. Okay, so the last thing on the list here. So it says piano performance. So what that means is we've done 2 member songs. Now I'm going to choose a song that I want to play for you all from the heart. And I bet you're going to be able to guess what it's going to be if we are at New Year's. So Auld Lang Syne is one of my favorite songs of all time. I think it is one of the most beautiful folk songs. The way the melody works, the way the harmonies work, the movement of the song. I truly think it's one of the most beautiful songs ever. And I get mad that I only get to play it once a year because no one ever wants to hear Auld Lang Syne in June or July, right? So it makes me sad that like, oh, one of the most beautiful, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful songs in the history of the world, I only get to play one time a year. So I'm going to play it for you all, but you're going to have homework. I want you to do something while I'm playing it for you. And this is a fun sneak peek because I can give you a heads up. The video I'm posting tomorrow on the channel is going to be a performance of Auld Lang Syne. And I did something different with it that I haven't done before, because you may have noticed when I publish videos that are more performance videos versus like teaching you something, I'll try different things of what that means. So in the past couple of times I've done it, I've posted like lyrics so you can kind of sing along if you want to. This time, instead of posting the lyrics of Auld Lang Syne in the video I'm publishing tomorrow, what I did was I have video. I made like kind of a video montage that's next to me so you can still see me if you want to, but like video of different beautiful landscapes of the world, because I think Auld Lang Syne represents this beautiful communal humanity in the sense. So even though I'm going to play it for you tonight, I still want you to watch the video, because remember, every time I play something, it's a little different. I don't rehearse this. I'm not reading from sheet music. I'm just using the skills that I teach in my videos and in my course and whatnot. What does it mean to have freedom at the piano? Meaning each time you play, it's a little different. I'm just in the moment playing what I want to, right? Like how I feel it. So it feels like it's coming from your soul each time. So I still want you to check out the video because I may play it a little differently in that video. And I want to hear feedback from you after you see the video. Do you like that version of it? How I added a video to it? Because I'm always incorporating new stuff and just to test and to see if you all like it or not. Okay, so, but here's your homework. As I play it, I want you to really sit and think about what would be like the top 2 or 3 most important things for you in 2026. And I want you to really think about them. I want you to ponder them. I want you to really use, as I play. And I do, even when I play, I'm going to imagine, what do I want for my life in 2026? What are you grateful for? What are your hopes for it? What fears do you want to overcome? Who are the loved ones that you want to be with? I want you to take the few minutes I'm going to play, and I want you to kind of meditate. And I want you to focus on where do you feel like you're at right now, closing 2025 and getting ready to start 2026. Because I think the song is a beautiful song to have in the background to reflect that. All right. So that's what I want you to do. That's your homework. All right. So as I play it, I want you to think about that. Okay. You don't have to share stuff in the chat if you don't want to. I'm not asking you to divulge personal stuff, but I want you to just sit and think. You can close your eyes or you can watch me and my fingers, but I want you to really just think about 2026. And I don't want you to think about sort of the silly, shallow answers we give. Like if someone says, what's your New Year's resolution? And you get something that's just kind of fun to say. I want you to think about something real. Like, it's just you. It's just you and your voice inside your head. And I want you to think about what you want for your life in 2026. Okay? So I hope you enjoy Auld Lang Syne. Let me make sure this keyboard, the sound is working again. Okay, so I'm going to mute my mic again. I'm going to play Auld Lang Syne. This is just for you all. And then I'll turn my mic back on. All right? So I hope you enjoy it. So that was Old Lang Syne for you all. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me see. Scarlett says, Old Lang Syne for times long past. Yes, exactly. Gabrielle says, want my 2026 to love more, forgive more, and my husband to be healthy, of course. Learn all I can to be able to play specials at my church. I love that. Those are beautiful goals. I am wishing all of the health wishes to your husband. Oh, thank you, Judy. Thank you, Tom. Oh, thank you all so much. Lynn says, makes me think of all my years and all my family. Emotional almost brings me to tears. Oh, thank you, Lynn. The goal should always be when we play piano, and this is what those of you that have been with me for a while know that's if I had to reduce everything that I teach and all of my philosophies and everything that I build all of my piano education on, the whole foundation is just be a human at the piano. Piano players focus so much sometimes on being a computer. I tell my students all the time, play what my computer won't play. My computer can play the notes and the rhythm and the chord and play what the ink on the sheet music says, but my computer doesn't have a soul. And how can you have a soul at the piano? And again, I know that sounds cheesy, but it's so important. And I can say this in all humbleness that a lot of the time when I get hired for stuff, for gigs or studio work or concerts or whatnot, I'm told that's one of the reasons why they want me, because they say, Matt, you play with such emotion. And my thought is, well, all piano players should. Like, that's the goal. And you can do that no matter what. I always, I kind of jokingly use it as fun examples, but I even say, like, even beginner level, you can play nursery rhymes emotionally if you want, right? I can play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in a computer way. Or I can play it in a beautiful emotional way. Right? When you are at your piano, I don't care what level you're at, I don't care what you're playing, always try to make it sound like a human being is playing it. That's so important. That's at the heart of everything I teach. In my piano course, in my free videos, in my members videos, in my one-on-one piano lessons, it's all about have a heart. Because if we're not doing that, then what are we doing? We're just making noise, right? Always tap into your heart and your emotions. And I promise you, it will make your piano better. Piano doesn't just sound better when you add a bunch of notes. Yes, we can add a bunch of stuff, and I can play a lot of stuff and loud and fast or whatnot, but it can also be just as beautiful, very simple, right? That's why when I play, I try to always give it a journey so you all can see all the different levels, right? If you see me play songs, even on this video, on this live stream, you see me play 3 songs so far, right? 3 songs in this live stream. Notice how I give them all an arc. I'll usually start them kind of softer, more simplistic, almost what some people might call a quote-unquote beginner level. But then I amp it up and I'll give it a shape. But all the levels, my goal is still to sound beautiful and emotional, to prove that you can do it at any level, right? So even to do what I was doing with Old Lang Syne, right? Yes, it's going to sound emotional if I'm doing all the big stuff in the middle of it. Right? Yeah, that's beautiful. And that can feel emotional. But you know what? It also should feel just as emotional and beautiful playing very simplistic, hollow stuff at the beginning. Like when I was going. That's just as beautiful. And actually, in my opinion, that's more beautiful. So always believe, even if you are at a beginner level or you think all I can do is one note melodies and all I can do are basic chords in the left hand, you can make that beautiful and emotional. I promise you. Right. Charmaine says in 2026, I will be focusing on adding more soul to my playing. Absolutely, Charmaine, that's the goal, and I'm here to help you with that every step of the way. Excellent, excellent. Pat says, is this an F sharp? I learned a baby version in F. Have trouble with my fingers slipping off the black notes. Yes, good eye. So I was playing it, and you could call it either F sharp major or G flat major. My brain, I like to view it as G flat major, but it could also be F sharp major. Yes. Oftentimes when people play Old Lang Syne, they'll learn it in F. But that's the fun thing too about having creative freedom is I love pitting songs in different key signatures. One, it keeps my brain fresh. Two, sometimes once you dive more into keys, you'll learn, well, there may be key signatures that I like the sound of better than others, or that I like more than others. It's really fun to try to put new songs in new keys once you're at that level. Now, I know at a beginner level, that might seem like, whew, way out of your league. Totally fine. But I like showing that to have creative freedom with songs, you always want to be able to feel like you can break it apart and rebuild it each time from scratch. And one way to do that is once you feel comfortable with scales and key signatures is what if you tried to play a song in different key signatures? Because it does sound a little different, right? If I play Mary Had a Little Lamb in 5 different keys, it'll sound a little different, right? It's always played in C major. But then what if I play it in a bunch of different keys? Right? It's fun to experiment. So that's one of the challenges I love to give myself. Like around Christmas time, I was playing, the same Christmas songs a million times for different gigs. I purposely would play the songs in different key signatures. So if I had to play Silent Night for something, and if someone isn't singing or playing along, if it's just me at the piano, and I play it for 4 gigs in a row, I'll play it in 4 different key signatures, just to keep my brain fresh, to keep experimenting, to keep me on my toes, and to feel like each time I sit at the piano, I'm building the song from scratch. I always want you all to feel like when you're sitting at your piano, this is a blank canvas, and you are going to use your fingers to paint it. That's how I always truly feel about it. That way it feels like it's a fresh start each time. That's why I'm such a big believer in lead sheets. You all know, if you've been with me for a while, if you are a member and you see my members videos where I teach you songs, or in my piano course, or in the one-on-one piano lessons, I'm a big advocate for lead sheets. It doesn't, and what are lead sheets? Lead sheets are when you have just the melody of a song is written out in sheet music, but it just has chords, instead of what we would call traditional sheet music or full sheet music, which is like full piano music, which is treble clef, bass clef, all the ink, because that can seem overwhelming at times. It can seem like a lot to learn. And if you go that route, you kind of get trapped in that. Like you can only play that, like that version. A lead sheet gives you structure to then have endless amounts of creative freedom. If I just have a basic melody and basic chords, then I teach you all how to improvise and come up with stuff and kind of fill it out each time and come up with the same stuff. That's why I can play the same song over and over, but when I play it, it might be a little different each time. If I just take the same melody and chords, but I have fun building it myself using my own creativity, that's what I want you all to be able to do, because then you have full control over it, right? So like with Silent Night, if I was to read a sheet music of Silent Night that tells me exactly what my right and left hand should play, and I only do that, well, that may mean every time I play Silent Night, it's always going to sound the exact same way. But what if I want to play it a million different ways? Well, a lead sheet lets me do that, because a lead sheet gives me the basic melody and chords, but then the sky's the limit with it, right? So then I can turn it into... or... right? Like you can do so many different things with it. Miriam, playing with heart is going to be my new focus. Good. It always should be, right? That's why I want you all to be excited to sit at your piano every day. I don't like the word practice because to me, practice insinuates that you have homework at the piano. And it's like getting a student to have to write a paper or getting, your kid to eat your vegetables, right? I don't want it to be that. If we're approaching it the right way, I want it to be that you love sitting at your piano every day and working on something, because every time you sit and try something new, it's a gateway. Even when you're learning theory, right? Like theory is important, but I try to show you in my videos that theory doesn't have to be boring, and it should always be, well, how will this get me to what I want, right? So even something like a scale, you can play a scale like, and you can just do that over and over for hours, and it might feel like you're just watching paint dry, right? But what if you take a scale, and how can you play that but try to play it in a beautiful, emotional way? How do you take a scale and turn it into... right? Or turn it into... All right. Well, the way to do it is you're focusing the right way. And if you're quote unquote practicing each day, but you're really focusing on like, what am I doing? Why am I learning it? What am I getting out of it? Instead of just mindlessly playing something over and over and over, it'll go so much farther. That's why in my videos, when I say, try this and do it at this level and try this, I always want you to walk away knowing like, this is the goal of it. This will unlock something that I can then use in real life, and it will sound better and make me think about stuff better. And when I have the piano course and when I do my one-on-one piano lessons, I'm always focusing on that. And so my students know I'll never just give you homework, quote unquote homework to do that you don't know why you're doing it. I want it to be something that is exciting to play each day, that you love waking up and going to the piano even for 10 minutes. Because it's unlocking something new. I don't like to use the word practice. I like to use the word discovery. You're going to discover something new at your piano each day. That's going to be exciting because each new discovery is a brick on the road you're paving towards your ultimate piano goals that you want. Okay. Sherry says, skills never sounded so good. I appreciate that. Carla says, Mr. Matt's Boogie. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Goal for you in 2026, Matt. More boogie woogie. Thank you again for dedication. My mom in heaven is thrilled to. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love upbeat stuff as well. Yeah, I know we focus a lot on slower, beautiful music on the channel. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is a lot of, probably the majority of the viewers on the channel are more at the beginner, early, intermediate level, which that sort of style, it's a bit more tangible for that. Once you get into like jazz, boogie woogie, rock stuff, it can get a bit more overwhelming and complicated, but I promise I am going to have that type of content as well. The channel will always sort of be rooted in like, what does beautiful music sound like? Because that's usually a top goal as well for people wanting to come from me. But I promise you, I'll still make sure I'm always throwing in, let's also have some fun, and let's also do some rock and some boogie woogie and some pop and upbeat stuff and some funky groove stuff. We'll always do that as well. So I promise that will be woven into it as well, because I love that too. Scarlett, did you see my question above, Matt? Did you bypass the purpose? No, let me go back. I would never bypass something. Sorry. The chat sort of scrolled for me, so sometimes I miss it. Let's see. Are all these tools in your course, Matt, or could you do a separate course opening your whole toolbox to advanced players? Oh, so a good question. So what's tricky about that is, so I've been asked this a few times. The course is called From Basic to Beautiful, right? And it starts at the beginner level and then kind of goes through what could be interpreted as intermediate or advanced. What gets a little tricky is how someone defines themselves as advanced, it's very different definitions for people. So the course, the way it's currently set up, the last half of the modules, especially the last like couple of modules, you could easily turn that into advanced stuff if you approach it correctly. It's taking something that I teach you at an earlier stage, and then you do it at a more advanced way. Because I have been asked, Matt, would you ever do just like an advanced course? I am thinking about it. But what I'm trying to think is, would that suit to be its own individual course? Because that also kind of alienates a huge portion of the YouTube audience who aren't ready for that. And also, well, what level are people starting at an advanced level would be very different. I want to make sure a course starts at a entry point that's accessible. But it may be that maybe instead of doing a new course, I add maybe even more modules to the current course. That way it's like one holistic thing. So I am thinking about that. I've heard people ask for that because it's tricky, right? The majority of you all aren't at an advanced level, but for those of you that are, I want you to also have stuff from me. That's why too, like in my members videos, a lot of the stuff I show, the techniques, you can then try and you can turn that into advanced, right? When I talk about how do you add notes in the right hand under a melody, how do you add different fun arpeggios and try different ways. So I'll be thinking about different ideas of how to do that, and maybe some videos I post will also be just for advanced people. So do know, Scarlett, that I've heard that some of you all who are more at the advanced level have asked, hey, is there any way we can get stuff that's like specific for us? I'm just trying to figure out different ideas of how to do that where I can cater to you all, but I'm also not completely alienating like the 75% of the YouTube audience that's not at that level. But I love having you all in the community that are more advanced, and that's why I want you all to always feel included. So all these great questions, again, 2026, I love it, and keep them coming. Keep up the suggestions. Because it helps me kind of wrap my head around different ideas and different ways I can take stuff and evolve stuff. I love it. And that's fun for me to figure out a bunch of different ways. So thank you for that suggestion too. Yes. Let's see here. Tom says, yes, please add the course. Yeah, if there is enough of you, and maybe we'll send out sort of like a poll in the spring, because if there's enough of you that say, you'd really like to have a course that's geared towards advanced, I can look at that. I can look to see how to build that. I will tell you, building a course is a huge amount of labor of love. It was unspeakable number of hours to build a course, not just hours, like days and weeks. It's really hard. So I'm completely all for it. But that's when I have to kind of think and weigh like, all right, is there enough of an audience if I take the time to build something like this? But maybe it'll be if I build a course, if I don't build it on the current course and I build a separate course for it, maybe it's a smaller course, like it's not as massive. So it doesn't take as long to build, but it's like, 4 or 5 modules that dive into super advanced stuff. All of this is really great stuff. So I promise you, I'm rocking around so many ideas of how to bring this stuff to you all. I love it. I love it. Excellent. Scarlett's all in for the new course as well. Great. Listen, this is how I get my ideas. If enough of you say, yes, I love that course, trust me, like that'll jump to the top of my list. I am here for you all. Tom says a worship section. Yeah. Yes, a few people have asked me about that too. I know several of you all are in sort of the church world. You play for your church. You have a passion for church and worship. So that also might be, so, maybe in the future, it'll be more of, maybe I create like different mini courses that are for geared, like one is praise and worship type and church stuff. One is more advanced stuff. Maybe one is jazz, that kind of stuff. It takes a while to build the courses. So it'd probably be like, if I build new courses, I only maybe can build 1, maybe 2 a year. It depends on how big it is. But all of these suggestions are great. Please, anytime you have ideas, email them to me, put them here in the chat, put them in the comments on videos. I promise I read them all. Even if I don't get to reply to every single one of them. Trust me, I read every single comment and message I receive, because that's how I get my ideas. The first course I built, my Basic to Beautiful course, I didn't launch it until October, like the end of October, I think, because I was hearing your all's comments and feedback of what do you want to learn. So I was building it, I was shaping it, built on your all's feedback and comments. So I'm always trying to do that. Excellent, excellent. I love it. I love all this ideas for you all. So I'm going to go ahead and start to wrap this up because I always keep you all hostage on here. Thank you all so much for spending your evening with me. All right. I hope it was a fun sort of pre-New Year's celebration for you all. So remember, tomorrow, so speaking of courses, if you're interested in my Basic to Beautiful course, which that one is very much geared towards if you're at a beginner or an intermediate level, it's a great course for you, I promise. The sale for that is going to open tomorrow. You'll get an email from me tomorrow announcing like, hey, the sale, the New Year's sale is launching and it will close on Sunday. So I'm excited. It's the lowest price I can ever offer the course, so you'll definitely want to take advantage of it. If you want to join the channel as a member to be part of these members song dedications and all of the members videos and the lead sheets, you can click the big join button below. There is a link in the video description below to my website, matthodgemusic.com. That's where you can find information about piano lessons. If you would like to take a one-on-one virtual piano lesson with me, you can do one lesson, you can do multiple lessons, and information about the course as well, all over there. All right. So thank you all so much for joining me. Don't forget to also submit if you're interested in the free mini piano lessons where I do the reviews. That link I'll put in this video description once I close this live, and I'll put it in the email as well. All right. So that's another great way to submit. And thank you all so much for joining me. I'm so glad that I felt well enough. Food poisoning is not fun. But I'm glad I felt well enough to get to join you all. And I do want to say next week, it's the last part of the holiday time that I'm going to be out of town. So I'll still have videos next week, but I won't get to do a live next week. So it'll be another 2 weeks, but then we'll be back to kind of our normal routine. All right. So no live next week. Still check out the videos. We still got videos the rest of this week and all next week that I'll have for you. I just won't get to do the live because the videos I pre-record, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks. All right. So I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed and safe New Year's Eve. Have fun. All right. And I hope all of your New Year's resolutions come true. And I hope you will stay with me and join me on this journey through 2026. All right. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you. I love everyone saying goodbye and wishing everyone Happy New Year's. I love it. I love this community. You all are incredible. Thank you all so much. All right. I'm going to say goodnight now. Check out my video pop in tomorrow and an email from me tomorrow. All right, everyone. Have a blessed and wonderful evening. Bye.